It was almost a blessing for me to be able to say, well, it's not like it was 20 years ago, and advances in medication are such that you'll live a normal life and blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. So imagine my surprise when, not even a year into my work, I walk into my doctor's office and he says, Chris, the news is not good. You're HIV positive. But it's not like it was 20 years ago. Medical advances have blah, blah, blah. Oh, fuck. Well, now I've become them. And so I'm kind of the baby on the panel. This is just new for me this summer. And I want to say to you that yes, in fact, because of where I'm at in my particular socioeconomic status and my education level and all the things that are afforded white privilege, I probably will live a very normal life. But it's not over. And I hate to burst your bubble, but there's still a lot that we need to work through. There is still systemic racism and cultural and generational wounding for our African, Black, Caribbean, and Aboriginal communities that aren't being addressed, that are leaving them an incredibly vulnerable people. There are still new infections happening all the time. Pharmaceutical companies are still making crap loads of cash, and their executives are driving Mercedes, and they're making a living on our lives. And when Bill C-398 came out, that was going to make medication available for people in third world countries so that they could experience the same life I was, nobody heard anything about it, nobody did anything about it, the ambivalence is still here. Why is it that my father flew to Myrtle Beach the week after he found out I was positive instead of to me? Why is it that friends walked away from me? The social discrimination is still there. A massage therapist wouldn't work on me because I'm positive. The judicial system is demonizing people who are living with HIV and nobody's doing anything about it. The work isn't done. It's not a cakewalk. I still face scathing, sanctimonious bullshit from nurses. People I support. Sorry, Maggie. I really like your sanctimonious bullshit, but there's some I can't handle that exists. Surgeons are telling people, I don't like to work on you people. Churches are turning away this idea about harm reduction techniques. Why are we fighting for safe needle exchange when we know that it reduces transmission? Or safe injection sites? The work is not over. The ambivalence that was the soil for this kind of radical activism is still there, and the ambivalence is still there. And today in a workshop, a woman said, you know, I thought HIV was under control. And it's not. There's still a big fight. There's still lots that needs to happen. And so while I will maybe live to be 75 or 80, who knows, it's a crapshoot. I don't know. So there's still lots of work that needs to happen. We need to actively work to reach zero new transmissions, zero discrimination and stigma, and zero AIDS-related deaths. And believe me, I'm still supporting people who are dying of AIDS-related complications. I'm still holding the hands of people in a hospice who are dying, and they're becoming friends. It's not over. And all of you sitting here, I wanted people to stay because you are in a position of power to do something. Walk in an AIDS walk. Support financially HIV Edmonton or Living Positive. Or get involved in the work of these people. Write letters to your MLA or your MPs when AIDS-related or HIV activism comes up, like Bill C-398, that nobody knew about. No AIDS service organizations acted on even. I had to find out about it on my own. So there's still lots of work that needs to happen. The complacency is still there. The stigma is still there. It's not a cakewalk. And as one friend asininely put to me one time, oh babe, it's just a pill a day. Well, this is one pill that's really hard to swallow. So I'm not trying to burst your bubble about how that film ended on a hopeful note, because that's not life. The hope comes when you get up off of your asses and do something and join the movement.